real quick, my bad. Real quick, Aquarius. This is for December 2025. I've had to keep filming the video because I forgot to get rid of some storage, so the camera stops. But at least the more I film the video, the better understanding of the month of December I get for you. So basically, for December, as life always does this with life, it looks like you're gonna be going through conflict to connection. So unfortunately, it seems like conflict is a way to get connection. So no one's humble enough to take their time. They want to get to the good stuff. So we got to get dramatic, get real dramatic, get real. You know, dramatic. I can't think of anything else that creates a closeness other than drama and excitement and tension. So, and unfortunately, it does look like a lot of people hang on to that idea or the understanding that tension, bad tension, they'll turn the bad tension into good tension. It's like, so you basically plan on slapping somebody up the head, then giving them a hug. Long story short, which, you know, you have any better plans? You know, I would say absolutely. So this is a problem. So ultimately, let's see what the reader would say for this, because this is a good indicator. Like I said, see, and Six of Wands is a success card, a recognition card. Usually in this position, you're getting your success, you're getting this gratification a funny way. So if you want to be real though, as long as you get the gratification, you get the information, you know where to go from there, and you can adjust at least. So technically, the fact that you can adjust makes it all better. So let me draw all these cards real quick. This is the available mentality. So once you knew that somehow, some way, you're going to be going through conflict that turns into connection, which sucks because, you know, they have to, well, this is a one way. I did mention in the Aquarius video for November, which, let me recap. There's a certain way I wrote it. Here we go. So, because the main thing I said was, this is your chance to be the problem solver of your emotions and, like a farmer, rig the situation or make it work. I wrote Southern spirituality as in how farmers or hands-on people handle their problems, right? I really should have said spirituality, you know. Rig your situation, rig your emotions. Rig the situation or make it work. So so the situation is rigging your emotions and trying to make you work. Uh-oh, whoops. I just forgot to draw the last card. So, and the problem is this our mentality? The sun represents utilizing yourself, how to utilize yourself. In reverse, not as good, or could be you not really being on board with this way. It really affects your personality. Like, you see the Hangman, it is in reverse. So you're trying to have to get on board and So this is the outcome. It makes sense because it's unorthodox. So once you label it simply unorthodox, whatever it comes with is what is unorthodox. So this is the beauty of tarot. You know, if you can read well, you can see what your month will put you through, and you can prepare yourself, get the right mentality for when, and understand what is really happening, and you won't just label it defiance. Hold on. So yeah, this is a funny way to get connection, but another experience that will happen is you will have to get out of your own way. Because we're going to be able to see it, so whatever it is, it's going to be so clearly whatever it is. And this is all we have to do. This is what we have to do with this situation. With this best outcome, because how we would observe it, it's like it goes against ease, but it's unorthodox. So as long as there's ultimately a plan, then it's okay, I guess. Because if we ignore, this is always when you ignore something, when you let it be not clear, let it be not clear. There's this balance, so. So you're just, how we use these cards gets better. Is it slow? I don't believe so. As long as I can make sense of what's going on and actually allow it to happen if it's helpful, that's great. So hopefully this is actually the shortest video. So it looks like with reading sometimes, I used to always say my distinctions are changing. This used to only be success, failing. It went from gratification to gratification under questionable circumstances, right? It doesn't help you discipline, or you can't really see the discipline. This is where the unorthodox is coming in. So, and as long as you know, okay, just don't react. Just don't. Because then you see how the cards are giving you helpful modes, potentially helpful ways to be in the month. Because you are going to have to be sticking to how you feel, yet, oh my goodness, I want to describe, it's like a rubber band effect, because it pulls you back to only help you go forward completely into the situation. So you got to be in your emotions. You have to be in your emotions and not fuck with the situation for the situation to happen. But you subtly know to stay calm. This is one way connection can happen. This is serious work, because you would just label it people disrespecting you, people pissing you off. So, and you might, go overboard with it. So, and I keep drawing this Empress. Just let it be. Take the joke, laugh at the joke, laugh at whatever. It's annoying. Apparently, this is the cheat code. Connection is trying to happen they're trying to create connection through this way. Analyzing and recording. And ultimately, this is how you get better. You track what happened when you did this. So, I'm not a fan of it, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, as long as we get the result we need. That's perfectly in line with the whole Southern spirituality thing, because in their defense, whoever is opposing you or, putting you through this, or however, life, because technically, if we all saying it was life, we wouldn't care anyway. So funny, if life does it, and we can accept, okay, life is putting me, God's rejection is your protection, or God's, what they call it, rejection is your protection, some shit like that. So, but now when it's another person, well, technically, this would always give you a healthy mentality and a more embracing mentality to situations, especially that life brings to us. But reminding ourselves it's going to be unorthodox or seem over the top. They're the messages. Capricorn keeps coming out. Yeah, it's going to make you ask questions. You're not going to be into it at all. But the good news is you don't have to do anything as far as action, though. So you just have to be calm. So we accept when life rigs us or puts us in situations, but we don't like it when it feels like people are doing it. That's pretty much it. So, okay. Okay, so it is important. It is important. Because the real question is, are we being open? Are we paying attention? So we went from allowing life to rig the situation, for us rigging the situation, rigging our emotions. We're really doing it again, but it's the same, but it's a higher level, because it's like, it's getting more and more into the whole Looney Tune relationship of being in good rapport with what's opposing you, or what seems like it's trying to destroy you, harm you, irritate you. Yet it's there's a way miraculously that built rapport out of all this. It found connection. You found connection out of all this. I don't want to say drama, but you could say that. Tension and stuff. And it's just too messy to just, because when it works like that, and even my reasonings, still there's more you gotta let be revealed. My reasonings can't be enough sometimes. It can't be enough, so however you can help yourself, allow, essentially, am I saying people are going to be bullying you? Or it sucks when you say it like that, like, but it is flattering, you know. And the problem is we keep looking at it from how we would want it to work for us, and it hasn't worked. So what is the only problem? What is in the way? Because technically a good thing is trying to happen. You know, it's our awareness, understanding this is a good thing happening. Charlotte, this is a good thing. And oh, she's actually an Aquarius too. I keep forgetting. This dog is an Aquarius. Charlotte, look at the camera. Look at the camera. Come here. Look at the camera. Oh.